Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 31 of Project Architect 2. Do you want to know what not to do with this big guy behind me? Well, watch this episode and, yeah, I was waiting outside for the last 12 hours. So, yeah. Um, if you don't want to know what to, or if you want to know what not to do, watch this episode. And hopefully you enjoy. Okay, guys, before we really get into the meat and potatoes of this episode, I want to show you guys this. I got this automated completely with laser IO nodes. What we have here is on the crafter, we have a redstone card, which is getting a redstone pulse from this. Make sure that this one is set up for input, that one set up for output. With a strong signal to it. I have a card going into the interface here to receive stuff from this chest. Stuff from this chest does not leave until it receives a redstone pulse from the same stuff from this. Otherwise, it just sits there. On this card, we add a counting filter to just put one of the items that we need to count. And we set it up with a very high priority 12. None of the others have any priority, so they get it first. So that's how we automate pretty much chaos shards, the Archeum, and draconic cores. So we could actually request that. Over here, using the electrical motor on this thing, I have this set up so that it can make the wand of symmetry. It gets put out here. Laser nodes put this stuff into the proper places. It crafts, gets done, goes into this barrel, imports back with this import bus. And yeah, that's it for this. Now, this guy right here, I was just about to automate him. We're going to need exporters on these guys. On them, we are going to put the proper cogs into here. We're going to also put crafting cards into each one and 3 speed upgrades. That should make it pretty fast. This one, we need iron nuggets. And we'll take the iron nuggets here, put that in here. Again, speed upgrades with crafting cards. So now these should be getting, well, they'll get them once this all is hooked up. Now, on this, we're going to want a exporter here. And we're going to say you get gold sheet. Okay, so we're telling it that it should get gold, or it should make gold sheets and output them into here. We're not going to put any speed upgrades into this one. We really don't want it to go any faster than it's going to. But we add a crafting card into it. Now we're going to want a importer right here. And on this, we're going to say it gets blacklisted. We're going to say it's going to blacklist gold sheets. And each of the precisions as they go along. So what we're going to have to do here is we're going to have to disable this real quick, get a gold sheet. Quick, like so. Take this gold sheet here. We're going to put it in here. And it's going to, oh, well, I was going to say we're going to put it in here and it's going to put it out on the thing for us. And we're going to have to tell it that every time it comes through, it's not allowed to take these out here. Okay, so we're going to have to do this a few times for each of these. And the reason why is this will allow us to automate this fully here. Sure, there's easier ways. You guys got an easier way to automate it? Just let me know down in the comments below. So I want to see your guys' ways of automating this quicker, easier, with refined storage. All right, and we're going to let the final precision be acceptable. So now we can add the cable there. We can put this back in. So it's going to do the gold sheets. Now, what we're going to want now is a detector. And we're going to use this detector kind of cheekily here. We're going to say hold on 1 second. Oh, no. I have to fall down here to grab this, fly back up and fix this. Let's see here. Can we get sneaky with this another way? I think what we're wanting to do is right there. Yeah, I think we need to give it at least one space. We'll slap this detector here. And we're going to say precision mechanisms. We're going to say greater than 16. So once there's 16 in the system, it should submit a signal to this exporter, and we're going to say only work without a redstone signal. Okay, so that should be the way we're going to set this guy up. We can wire this up over. There we go. And once we get 16 in here, so we can say precision. What is these? PER. Oh, it stopped because, yep, we finally hit that 16. Stopped. So now, on this guy, we got to add one last thing to this whitelist because I didn't add the arc solution to the whitelist. There we go. Only one. So now we should be able to come in here and tell it to make us one of these Archeon blocks. Let's create 10 of these guys. Okay. We're going to have to fix this, but I know what the issue is. We have to when this guy, we're going to have to fix the recipe for this. Let's see here. Like, we're probably going to have to go make one of each of these guys from the building gadgets at building. What was it? The cut and paste gadget? Take the building gadget out of here. We'll do the copy paste gadget. That should be good. I think that was the one. So now we should be able to go over here. And they make us one more of these. Missing cut paste gadget. Didn't we just replace the cut paste gadget in this? All right. Now that you know how to fix this, we're going to go set up the generator. I'm going to make the parts and I will meet you back over in that room. All right, guys. I'm not going to make the ginormous reactor that I was going to make. I'm honestly going to be somewhat conservative with the reactor here. I'm making a 5x5 by 9 tall. I'm not sure exactly how much of this I honestly need. But I want to give enough room, so like right here be a 5x5 for the steam turbine, or maybe over here 5x5 for the steam turbine with the processing of the waste from this in the center here. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That would be the top layer here. Which, if I'm not mistaken, has to also be casings. I can't be for sure. And if you guys are wondering where I got my numbers from, be glad to tell you guys. Right, give me 1 second here. I want that input there for the gas. I want this input here for the output of steam. the output of waste, and we will set the water input right there. And yeah, give me a second to build this up a little bit. I cannot remember if the top can be the reactor glass or if it has to be the fission reactor. I know the bottom has to be. One of the things I want inside here, checkerboard pattern, in which we can actually go get a wand. Okay, and yeah, see, it actually all lines up perfectly. And I hope that I'm able to burn a lot of my fuel. Okay, I still have 20 reactor glass left over. I think that translates into... no, not there. I love the draconic staff of power. Alright. We're allowed 11 more pieces of glass? Huh. As I was saying, we get the numbers from this. We right click on this and we can look at this. And we can see that it costs so many of this, so many of each of the parts. And I think what happened was it made more glass than I needed, and I took all of it. Or I entered the wrong numbers somewhere. You know what? Let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more casings. Which happens to be the number of casings down on the bottom. Right there. I'm wondering if the ends don't need to be the fission reactor casings as I thought they used to be. Okay. Formed the thing, so everything looks good so far. And first thing we're going to hook up is we are going to get a gas. No. You know what? Why not put this on here as a quantum interloper and get a configurator out of here. And we're going to configure each of these. So this is an input, output, waste, output, coolant, input only. Okay. So we want the input there. We want the output coolant here and output waste here. so far so good. We're going to grab a laser node. And we're going to grab a couple of these laser connectors. Actually, let's grab 3 of these guys. And I'm going to show you guys a little bit of... We're going to hide the wiring type deal. We're going to put the laser node here. We're going to... come down. I want to set that one up, and I want to set this guy up here as well, so we know where they're at. We'll just come over here. Laser node there. And we're not going to be able to get them all the way, but I think like right like that should be fine. So it might prevent me from doing this. Okay, okay. Fix this. Let's grab some cobble. And make a temporary thing down here so we can stand on it. All right. See, it's max of 8, so we're gonna get 2 more of those laser nodes. When I say 2, I meant 3. I'm gonna say this looks to be about the halfway spot between those 2. Halfway spot between those 2. All right, there we go. That's good. That is good. Now, don't worry, guys. I will be forced to clean this up afterwards. We'll right-click this, hook this up to here. Okay, and go up here. With that, now that should be, yeah, okay, it's getting laser node there. And like I said, guys, we got the ability to go underneath here. Like we're building underneath the base. All right, so that should be that. That should be hooking this guy up. And we have a llama. All right, so now we could set this guy up. So, let's see here. Fluid at laser fluid nodes. I'm just gonna take a few. And we're going to just, put them in here. We'll take, I'm going to say 3 more of these guys. And we'll come over here to this guy. Put them in here as extract. Put in cards. Bump them all up to the max. Because, you know, that's what you gotta do. Well, okay, doesn't need to be what you do, but it is what I do. And that's gonna fill this up pretty decently fast with the Clint. If I'm not mistaken, you can see here that only that first one is still being used or inputted in on. And let me take care of this guy real quick. And now at Mechanism, we need what is the gas lines called? Pressurized tubes. There we go. Apparently, I have not taught this pressurized tubes. Shouldn't be that hard to do. Okay, we've got these guys here. Advanced pressurized tubes. Elite pressurized tubes now. We want the ultimate pressurized tubes. We're going to have to teach this the pressurized tubes. Because we're going to need a lot of these pressurized tubes for this system. All right, on this one, site config, we're going to say gases. This guy, we're going to say is an output, and it auto ejects into it. And if we look in here, it's already got the 2 million fissile fuel. It's completely full on the fissile fuel. And this was full, now it's building back up, going as fast as it can. We are making, what, 257 millibuckets per second. So if we hit the activate button here, we can hear it running. We're getting waste, which is fine. I think we want the efficiency set up to 20. Nope, scram. You can see that the coolant went completely empty. The temp did massively shoot up. If you see here, we're taking damage. As long as this doesn't hit the 100% damage. Oh, please, 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 please. Oh, it's going to explode. Okay, it didn't explode. That is good, I guess. I did not scram it fast enough, so we don't want it to be that. So we might want to set that. Right, there we go. I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen. Which is fine. Let's grab a Geiger counter here. I was just showing you guys what not to do. All right, it looks like it's a 10-hour delay, so what's going to happen is between this episode and next episode, when we actually properly set this up, I'm going to have to set here and wait until it clears. So we've got access to our base again. I can't remember how far away this goes. If you like this episode, hit that like button. If you dislike this episode, go right ahead, hit that dislike button. Tell me why you disliked it down there in the comments. It's actually a good thing that I'm recording this well in advance. It gives me ample time to fix the base. I'm not sure. Okay, there we go. There we go. I'm perfectly in a clear enough area. I have never done that. Okay, I will be completely honest. Yeah, I have never done that. Normally, I don't turn it up that fast, that quickly. So, yeah. If you like this episode, hit that like button. Dislike, go right ahead. You know what to do. Leave a comment down below if you made it this far saying something about radiation, guys. Until next time. Later, Gators.